Good day everyone, I am Vince Sanjay S. Mayo from BS Ed Math GB, and this is my final project on abstract algebra for the M115. So now I am going to show my geometric model, which I called the stellar nexus. So this is my geometric model. So this is the front of my geometric model and this is the back of my geometric model. And these are the elements of my geometric model. V, I, N, C, A, D, R, E for the front, and theta, beta, gamma, epsilon, omega, pi, tau, and mu for the back of my model. So here are the moves of my model in the front. So V for do nothing. I, you are going to rotate the model 45-degree counterclockwise, and you are going to rotate the model 90-degree counterclockwise. For C, you are going to rotate the model 135-degree counterclockwise. For A, you are going to rotate the model 180-degree counterclockwise. For D, you are going to rotate the model 225-degree counterclockwise. For R, you are going to rotate the model 270-degree counterclockwise. For E, you are going to rotate the model 315-degree counterclockwise. These are my rotation. Next is for the reflection or for the back of my geometric model. So theta is for flip the model vertically, beta is to flip the model between vertical line and right diagonal, gamma, you will flip the model through the right diagonal, epsilon, you are going to flip the model between vertical line and right diagonal. For omega, you are going to flip the model horizontally. For pi, you are going to flip the model between horizontal line and left diagonal. For tau, you are going to flip the model through the right diagonal. And lastly, for mu, you are going to flip the model through the vertical line and left diagonal. So this is the rotation for V, while this is the rotation for E. So you are going to rotate the model 45 degree. Next, this is how you rotate the model 90 degree. Next, this is how you are going to rotate the model 135 degree. Next, this is how you will rotate our model 180 degree. Next, this is how you are going to rotate our model 225 degree. Next, this is how you are going to rotate our model 270 degree. Next and last, this is how you are going to rotate our model 315 degrees. And that's all for the rotation of our geometric model. Next is the reflection of our geometric model. So this is how you are going to flip our model on vertical line. Next, this is how you are going to flip the model on horizontal line. Next, this is how you are going to rotate our model on left diagonal. And lastly, this is how you are going to flip our model on right diagonal. So these are all the reflection of my geometric model. Next, we are going to find all the possible combination or possible combination of our table. First is the V star V. So V followed by V is we are not going to do nothing on our model. So V star V is equal to V. Next naman is V star I. So we are going to rotate our model 45-degree counterclockwise. So V star I is equal to I. Next is V star N. So we are going to rotate our model 90-degree counterclockwise. So V star N is equal to N. Next, we have V star C. So we are going to rotate our model 135-degree counterclockwise. So V star C is equal to C. Next, we have V star A. So we are going to rotate our model 180 degrees. So V star V is equal to A. Next, we have V star T. For this, we are going to rotate our model 225-degree counterclockwise. So V star D is equal to D. Next, we have V star I. We are going V star R, I mean. We are going to rotate our model 270-degree counterclockwise. So V star R is equal to R. Next, we have V star E. So, we are going to rotate our model 315-degree counterclockwise. So, V star E is equal to E. Next, for the back of our model, theta star V. So, theta star V is still theta because it's do nothing. Next, we have beta star V. So, we are going to put the beta on the top. So, beta star V is equal to beta. Gamma star V. So, first, we are going to put our gamma on the top. So, since it's do nothing, we are going to do nothing on our model. So, gamma star V is still gamma. Next is epsilon star V. So we are going to put our model, the epsilon on the top. So epsilon followed by do nothing is still epsilon. Next is omega star V. So we are going to put the omega on the top. So omega star V, or we are going to do nothing. So it's still omega. Next we have pi star V. So we are going to put the pi on the top. So pi star V is equal to pi. Next we have tau star V. So we are going to put the tau on the top. So tau star V is still tau. Next we have mu star V. So first we are going to put the mu on the top. So mu star V, we are going to do nothing on our model. So mu star V is still mu. So these are the possible combination that we did. And these are the records of all the possible combination based on our models or based on the moves that we have. So these are the conditions that need to be satisfied to form a group structure. First, it is closed. Second, it is associative. Third, it has identity element. Third, it has inverse element. So this is our model. I mean, the records of all the possible combination in our model. First is that we need to satisfy the closure. So for all AB is an element of G, the result of A star B is also in G, meaning the result of combining any two elements remains within the set. So kung makikita nyo, lahat ng mga possible combination na meron dito sa table natin is still nasa set. Wala namang naiba dito sa table natin. So it means yung table natin is closed siya. Next, we are going to prove if the table is associative. So, to check for its associativity, we are going to rotate our model 180 degree. So, ito na siya ngayon. So, after checking it, ang gagawin natin naman is pagpapalitin natin yung mga rows and column para maging same or isomorphic itong mga result natin dito sa original table natin. And for this case, ang gagalawin lang natin is yung ating mga column. So, pagpapalitin natin si column 1 tsaka column 7, pagpapalitin natin si column 6 tsaka column 2, pagpapalitin natin si column 5 tsaka column 3. Pagpapalitin naman natin si column 8 tsaka column 14, pagpapalitin natin si column 13 tsaka 9, pagpapalitin natin ng column si column 10 tsaka si column 12, and yung column 0 at tsaka column 15 natin is hindi magbabago ng position. So, after natin silang pagpalitin, ito na yung magiging table natin. So, as you can see, yung table natin kanina is same na sa original table natin sa table 1. Which means, ang ating table is associative. Next, does this structure have an identity element? So, yes, it does. In this case, the identity element is V. So, yung identity element natin sa table nito is V. So, as you can see, ito yung mga identity element ng bawat elements. So, ang identity element kasi natin dito is yung V. So, for example, V star I is equal to I. So, ang identity element ni I is V. So, masasabi natin na ang table natin is my identity element. So, yung mga identity element natin is V star V is equal to V, I star E is equal to V, N star R is equal to V, C star D is equal to V, A star A is equal to V, D star C is equal to V, R star N is equal to V, E star I is equal to V, theta star V is equal theta star theta is equal to V, beta star beta is equal to V, gamma star gamma is equal to V, epsilon star epsilon is equal to V, omega star omega is equal to V, pi star pi is equal to V, tau star tau is equal to V, and lastly, mu star mu is equal to V. Thus, inverse element exist in this structure. Since meron tayong identity element sa structure natin, masasabi natin na ang structure natin ay may inverse element. So yes, since the identity element exists, an inverse element exists for each element. Ngayon, hahanapin naman natin ang inverse ng bawat element natin. So, ang una natin gagawin is hahanapin muna natin yung mga may result na identity element natin, which is V. So, hahanapin natin dito sa table natin na ito yung mga may result na V. So, dito sa row na to, ito yung V natin. Dito sa row na to, ito yung V natin. Dito sa row ng N, ito yung V natin. Dito sa row ng C, ito yung V natin. Dito sa row ng A, ito yung V natin. Dito sa row ng D, ito yung V natin. Dito sa row ng R, ito yung V natin. Dito sa row ng E, ito yung V natin. Dito sa row ng theta, ito yung V natin. Dito sa row ng beta, ito yung V natin. Dito sa row ng gamma, ito yung V natin. Dito sa row ng epsilon, ito yung V natin. Dito sa row ng omega, ito yung V natin. Dito sa row ng pi, ito yung V natin. Dito sa row ng tau, ito yung V natin. And lastly, dito sa row ng mu, ito yung V natin. So ngayon, kung ano yung column, yun yung inverse ng ating element. So magbe-base tayo sa column na nahanap natin dito or nakatapat ng V. So, for example, the inverse of V is equal to V. Ito yung result natin na V, and ito naman yung katapat ng V na column, which is V din. So, ang inverse ng V is V. Next is yung inverse ng I. So, ito yung V natin sa row ng I. So, ngayon, hahanapin natin yung column ng I. So, for this case, ang column ng I is nasa letter E. So, ang inverse ng I is E. Next is yung inverse ng R. So, first, hanapin natin yung row ng N. And ang column na katapat ng V is yung R. So, ang inverse ng N ay R. Next is yung inverse ng C. So, ang katapat ng V is D. So, ang inverse ng V is D. So, next is ang row ng A. So, ang katapat na column ng V is yung A. So, ang inverse ng A is A pa rin. Next, ang inverse ng D is C. Ang inverse ng R is N. Ang inverse ng E is I. Ang inverse ng theta is theta. Ang inverse ng beta is beta. Ang inverse ng gamma is gamma. Ang inverse ng epsilon is epsilon. Ang inverse ng omega is omega. Ang inverse ng pi is pi. Ang inverse ng tau is tau. And lastly, ang inverse ng mu is mu. Since may inverse ang bawat element, therefore, we can conclude that this table or this structure has an inverse. So, the set together with defined binary operation satisfies the four conditions to form a group structure: closure, associativity, the existence of identity element, and the existence of inverse element for every member of the set. Therefore, this structure forms a group under the given operation. Since na-satisfy natin yung closure, whereas yung result ng bawat binary operation na ginawa natin is nasa set pa rin natin. Associative din siya since na-prove na natin nung ni-rotate natin yung model natin or yung table natin 180 degrees and pinagpalit natin yung mga columns natin to make it isomorphic to the first table. Since isomorphic sila, therefore we can conclude na it is associative. Then, sa structure natin, mayroon din tayong inverse element, which is, in this case, ang inverse element natin is V. And sa bawat element na kanina is meron din siyang inverse. Therefore, we can conclude na yung structure natin is a group under the given binary operation. So, that's all. Thank you for watching. Again, I am Vincent J. Asmayo from BS Ed Math GB.